Welcome to RD Custom Diecast. Today my papa is going to talk about the traveling diecast, and take it away, Pop.
Hey guys, welcome to RD Custom Diecast, and as you can see, I got my grandson for the weekend, and he had to become a YouTube star, he said. So he wanted to do an introduction, is what he told me, so I let him do it. So give him a hand at that. Maybe he can become a big famous YouTube star, make millions, and that way I could retire. How about that? Anyway guys, I want to talk to y'all about the 2023 traveling diecast. Very excited about it. Gary over at Gary's Diecast kind of got his blessings to go ahead and continue what he started. Now, Gary sent out 3 diecasts last year, sent them different places. Kind of lost track of them. He does have mine on the way back. I gave him the tracking and everything. It got delayed. I sent it on the 17th, I believe I told him. He can correct me if I'm wrong on it. I sent it to him in an email because he put out a video that none of them's come back. Wound up, funny enough, it's stuck in the last time we looked at UPS, because it went back UPS. It was stuck in Tennessee, of all places. So it said it was on some kind of delay or something like that. Anyway, hopefully he should have it by Monday. But he has a problem. He's got 2 that hasn't come back. Guys, if y'all know where those diecasts are for him, please hit him up. Let him know. Go over to his channel. Let him know. Or get with me if you know. I'll be happy to shoot him an email. That way he can track these down. He wanted them back by the 10th. I was a little bit delayed getting mine out by about 7 days. Sorry about that, Gary. Had an injury. It slowed me down. Didn't get out and do some stuff. And he's very understanding of that. Gary's awesome. But he is looking for the other diecasts, the other 2. But he kind of gave me his blessing to go ahead and continue the tradition that he started. And we're going to do something a little different. We're going to have 2 boxes going out. I'm going to have 1 box going out that's going to be our main traveling diecast. It's going to be just like Gary did it. Basically the same rules. If y'all participate in that, you're welcome to participate this time. I'd like to see how far we can get this, and I'd like to have it back by December 1st of 2023. That way I can do a December video and explain why I want it back by then. Also, the other traveling die cast, I'll put it that way, so we are sending 3 out, but only 2 boxes, and this will make sense in just a second. The other box that's going to go out is going to have 2 die casts that are going to be customized by customizers. So that traveling die cast is specifically for customizers only, where the first die cast can go to anybody in the community. Let's see how far we can get it. The second box, we're going to have 2 die casts. The reason why we're going to do 2, everybody has a little bit different taste, but we're going to do something foreign and something domestic. That way, hopefully, if you're a customizer, you'll want to customize one of these. So that's my goal. So in the end, we're going to wind up with 2 custom cars, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do with that as well. So I'll show you the cars in just a second. Let's set a couple of stipulations. So I'm going to try to get these traveling diecasts out by the end of December. Before the end of December, I would like to actually get them in the hands of the first participant before January 1st. But my goal is January 1st is the start date. So January 1st, 2023. And the only main rule with both of these is I'd like for them to go to the next person within 2 weeks of receipt of you getting it. That's going to mean some months we're going to have probably 2 customizers that get their hands on them, get to customize them, and some months it may be 1, some months maybe more. Well, it's just going to depend on how everything falls, and with shipping times and everything to get it to the next customizer. So we'll see. We want to get it to as many customizers as we can. We want to get it to as many people in the community for the regular traveling diecast as we can. So especially on that, stipulation is you have to agree. If you're going to take it, you have 2 weeks to get it. And once you get it, do your video. I'll let you know what you got to put in the video. And all you got to do then is send it to the next participant. Whether I've got somebody that we want to get it to because they're on a waiting list, or let's say you know somebody you want to send it to. So that's an option as well, as long as they agree to the same rules as everybody else. Like I say, the whole point is to get this moving along. Let's see how far we can get them. And I want both of these back. Hopefully, let's set a deadline, December 1st, 2023. And let me go into why I set that date. When I get these back, you'll see in a minute, we are going to do a raffle for the participants. And we're going to send some of these back out, and somebody's going to have these in their hand. And I'll explain to that in just a little bit more detail. So let's start off with the first one. So this one that I'm going to show you right now is open to the entire diecast community. Love for you to participate. Please consider it. So the first one I'm sending out is one of my channel trucks. Silverado. Square body there. On a custom card. And this is going to be our main traveling diecast, guys. Want to get this out and go as many places as we can. With one exception, I want it to stay in the United States. It's going to be too expensive to send it out of the U.S. And unless there's some circumstance, which I don't see that we could... Actually, we're not going to do that. If we decide that we want to... If we got interest of anything international, I'll be happy to do a traveling international diecast, and it will be a different deal. So we might do that. I might actually add that to it. If we do, it'll be a different video, and I'll elaborate on this. So it's going to be only participants in the U.S., and that way everybody that participates, you can afford, if you're going to participate, make sure you can afford to send it to the next person. If you participated in Gary's last year, you can participate in this one. You're more than welcome to. I'd like to see how far we can get this. Like I say, 2 weeks, and then it needs to be shipped off to the next person. Once they get it, they need to keep it no more than 2 weeks, send it off. Please let's not let it get stagnant and let it sit for months on end at one person's house. If you cannot actually move this within 2 weeks, one, contact me. Two, do not participate if it's a issue that either you can't send it out, or let's say for some reason you can't pay the postage to the next person, because you will be responsible for the postage in the box going to the next person. So keep that in mind. Trying to think of anything else. That's pretty much the only rules on this. Now, if you participate in Gary's, you know, something fun that he did, or I don't know if he started it or if it just wound up being part of it, but a lot of people threw some stuff in the box, and if you got the box and you saw something in there you'd like, unless it specifically said, hey, this was like for Gary, for it's going back to Gary, notated on there, nobody touches it, and it goes on. Now, this will stay traveling. This is not something you can take out of the box and keep for yourself. This has to come back. But if you want to put something in there, and I'll put some extra stuff in there, if you want to grab one item out of there that you'd like to keep for yourself, keep it. Like I say, with the exclusion of the traveling diecast. And then if you'd like to add something to it and send it to the next person, and that just kind of, it's just something that, I don't know, you can look in it and say, hey, that's pretty cool. I'd like to have that. I see so-and-so put that in there, and hey, take it out, put it in your collection. Now, if for some reason, if this goes to you and you want something specifically to come back with this at the end to me, please put a note in there. That way people know to leave it with this and keep moving it along with this. Otherwise, it's free game. If there's something in there you want, pick one item that you'd like, take it out, throw an item in there, and let's just kind of pass it along and kind of continue that random act of kindness there, because that'll be a way to give something to the next person. If there's a couple things in there, at least you'll have something to choose from. Like I say, make sure you only keep it 2 weeks. The only other thing I want is please put a hashtag in your video title. So for this one, it will be hashtag 2023 traveling diecast car. For the customization one, I'll show you that in a second. It will be very similar, except the rules are a little bit different. So guys, if you want to participate in this, just shoot me an email over to rdcustomdiecast@gmail.com. Let me know. That way I can get you on a list of somebody to make sure this goes out to. I will be announcing who this is going to be going out to probably in the next few days. That way y'all know who's going to be the first one to get it. If you want on that list to receive it, get your name to me. That way you can get on the list. Otherwise, if you know the person that's receiving it, contact them, arrange it with them. However, I might have some people online, so at some point we're going to need to rotate people in that's requested to be in on this. So I'm not going to say you can't send it to somebody you know that wants it, but they have to agree to the same rules. 2 weeks with it, you know, and send it on. Do a little quick video that you received it, where you're taking it. If you want to take it somewhere, you don't have to take it, travel with it. Like I took it to the beach. You don't have to do that. Eddie P, I think he walked around his neighborhood. I consider a traveling diecast once it hits your house. If you want to say, hey, it got here and you want to move it along, I'm going to have something inside for you to put your name and what city it went to. If you could, make sure your information gets on there. One, that way I know where it went and can do a list of everywhere the traveling diecast went for the final video. Two, it's going to get your name on a drawing to win this at the end. So everybody that receives this and sends it on, you're going to be in the drawing at the end of the year. That's why I want it back in December, and hopefully I can get this drawn and sent back out, and it'll be kind of an early Christmas present for 2023 for one lucky participant for this. So keep that in mind. But I'll send a little list of some basic rules, and y'all go from there. It's going to be pretty easy, guys. Nothing very difficult about this at all. Super cool, super fun. I want to thank Gary for letting me participate this last year. Like I say, he's got one back. If you don't know where, if any of y'all know where the other two are, please let me or him know. I'll get the information to him if you let me know. That way you can track them down and get those other two back, because I know he's wanting them back. But like I say, I will want this back as close to the 1st of December as we can. That way we can do that drawing, and one lucky winner is going to get this. So very excited about that. So let's move on to the customization series, Traveling Diecast. So to stick with the theme, I originally was going to do American Muscle, and I got to thinking, you know, that's not fair to a lot of customizers. Don't do American Muscle, or don't care to do American Muscle. But a lot of people that don't like American Muscle, they are okay with JDM, supercars, stuff like that. So I picked two, and we're going to have two that goes out, and I'll explain how we're going to work this real quick. These are the two we're going to send out right here. So you're going to get it to choose from the 69 Copo Camaro, to customize, or if you want to customize the Porsche 993 GT2. I know a couple of people would probably love to get their hands on that, do some work on that. So what I will do with these, it's going to be the same as with this. It's going to go out in a separate box. It's not going to go out with this. This is going to go out to anybody in the community who wants. This is specifically for customizers. They'll be in a separate box together. These will go out together, and you can pick and choose which one you want to do some sort of custom work on. I prefer you not to do all the custom work on one of them, because then we're done. If you want to do that, let's make it easy. Just do a custom and send me a custom. But we want to hodgepodge these two together and see what we can come up with. Let's say Customizer A does primer. Customizer B does paint. Customizer 3 does decals. 4 does clear coat. 5, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter who does what. There's going to be some sort of order. But if you only wanted to put wheels on it, put wheels on it. You want to paint the base or the interior, do that. I'd like each of these to go at least to about 8 or 9 different customizers. Let's see what we can do. Maybe if we can get more than that, let's do it. But when we get towards the end, whoever's the one that's doing it last, if they'll do the clear coat work on it, do any final touch you want to it, do the clear coat, and send it back at that point. And that goes for both of these. So just pick which one you want to work on, do whatever you're going to do to it, and we'll send it on. If you don't know who to send it to, I'll try to have a list. If you're interested, please email me at rdcustomdiecast@gmail.com. Get on the list for the customization. Let me know which one you want on, either the customization or just the standard traveling diecast. That way we know who to send it to next. Or if, let's say it gets to somebody and we don't have somebody waiting, and you know somebody that'd like to participate in this, let's get it to them. As long as they kind of play by the same rules. I'd like to limit this to 2 weeks for customization. If you have to keep it a little longer, please contact me. We're trying to get this as many people as we can, period. So this is a little more hard-lined about the 2 weeks. This one's not quite, because there's only so much you can do to each of these. But I think if we could get it to 15 to 20 customizers, we could complete both of these easily and get them back. So what I'll do when I get these back, I'm going to put both of these on a spinning wheel, and whichever one it lands on, I'm going to be greedy and keep one of them, guys, because it's the first time that I know of that we're doing a traveling custom diecast. The other one, what I'll do is I'm going to put it in a drawing, and everybody that participated in the custom will get one of these cards that's fully customized at the end. And they'll get that back. So something else I'm going to do with this, I'm going to send out with it, I'm going to make custom cards for both of these. On the back, they're going to have lines for customization names and what you did. So you're going to be able to sign your name, your channel, put that on there, and if you got one, Instagram, whatever you want to put on there, and put a quick little deal of what you did to the car. And I'll have lines just in the back. That way we know who did what to which car. I think that'd be super, super cool. And we'll have a custom card on the front of it. That way it looks nice. And I will put them back in blisters. And like I say, I'll hang on to one and we'll send one as a prize to somebody. And since I got 2 of these, also as a secondary prize, we'll send out one of my custom Custom Diecast tumblers, brand new tumbler, die sublimated. Somebody will get that. And like I say, just like the regular traveling diecast car, I'd like to have this back by December 1st, or close as possible that we can get these back. That way I can get them back on. I can actually go ahead and mount them to the cards, the blisters back, get them mounted. Go ahead and get that drawing done and get those to the lucky winners, that and this to the 2 lucky winners. That way you can receive that hopefully before Christmas and not after Christmas, because that's the goal on these, is when this one gets raffled off, get it to the person before Christmas as early Christmas present. The same with one of these, and this as early Christmas present. So very excited about this, guys. Hopefully, guys, you are willing to participate. I think it's super cool. Again, if y'all want to throw some stuff for some spares or extras or something, or got a spare custom you want to throw in, and have like a giving box to give to another customizer, kind of random act of kindness, do that. If there's something specific you want to send back to me, please just notate it in the box. that it's coming back with this. That way that next person knows. But I'm going to put some extra stuff in there. I suggest if you want to, you don't have to. Please consider throwing something in there. That way when you get it, pick something out of it. Pick one thing, not the customs that we're doing, of course, but pick something that's extra in there that's either not one of these, or if there's something marked specifically, leave in there. Please leave it in there. Take it out, keep it for yourself, and throw something else in there. That way we can kind of move it along, and that next person, you know, they can do their customization. If they see something in that box they'd like to keep, they can do it. It doesn't have to be even Hot Wheel related. When Gary did his, there was stuff in there like refrigerator magnets, koozies, stuff like that. Summit racing stickers, you know, just whatever. Like I say, you don't have to throw anything in there. I'm going to throw some extra stuff in there, so there's going to be already some extras. But that way you can kind of get something out of it. And hey, you might wind up with something you didn't have in your collection, or something that was pretty cool that, hey, that you got. So anyway, guys, that's what we're doing for the 2023 traveling die-cast cars. And this one's going to be hashtag traveling die-cast custom cars. Hashtag traveling die-cast custom cars, since there's two. And this one's going to be hashtag traveling die-cast car for that. So please put that in your video. And as soon as you get it customized, the one you're going to customize, do your custom to it, sign the card on the back, let us know what you did specifically. Let's move it on to the next person, and let's see what they can do. So if you get this first, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to strip these and drill them and tap them, okay, guys? So that's already going to be done. They're going to be ready, a clean blank canvas for our customizers. So they're ready for you to either shoot some primer on it for the first person. First person might not want to shoot paint. They might want to do wheels. They might want to paint the base. They might want to paint the interior. The further along it gets, I think it's going to be kind of harder to do things when it starts getting painted. And who's to say it doesn't get painted in multiple colors by the time it comes back? If it does, hey, it's all part of the fun, the community, the camaraderie, and that's what it's all about then. So hopefully you'll participate, guys. Like I say, if you're a customizer, please hit me up on my email. Let me know you want to participate in this. That way I can get this going out. And if you're just in the community, want to participate in the regular diecast, please hit me up on email on this. Like I say, I want to get this as far as I can get it in the U.S. Let's get it everywhere we can. Let's get these back by December 1st of 2023 if we can, and have a great year. Let's get these raffled off. Let's spin a wheel. Let's get them sent back out for somebody for some Christmas presents. I certainly appreciate it, guys. Guys, if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell. That way you know when I'm putting out new content. That way you can hear some updates throughout the year where this is, because I'm going to ask y'all, please let me know who you're sending it to. That way I can kind of track it, because Gary had a hard time. If you're going to send it to somebody, shoot me an email who you're sending it to. That way I know the last place it was. That way, if for some reason somebody gets hurt, something happens, it gets stalled, maybe we can get it back out, get it, you know, back in the community and traveling again. Either any of these. So let me know. Guys, certainly appreciate y'all being with me today. Hopefully y'all participate in this. Again, thanks Gary for doing this for 2022. It was an honor to participate in that. Had a great time. It was fun. Thank you for doing that for the community. Hopefully those other two will turn up for you. Mine, you get the tracking. It should be there to you any day now. And appreciate you giving me the green light to go ahead and do the 2023. I think this is going to be super cool, guys. And guys, of course, I'll catch y'all in the next episode.